Infamous Joel here. Congratulations on picking up this training. I am not a fan of wasting your time or my time. Let's get right into it. Okay, now this is titled The Fastest Funnel Ever. I want you to know how to build a 20K per month affiliate business in 1 hour per day. No content, no camera, no BS. You do not have to do any of these things and you can still achieve 20K per month in an affiliate business, only taking 1 hour per day. I've achieved it myself. Period, point blank. It's very possible. And by the end of this training, literally in the minutes that it takes for me to teach you this, you will be equipped to be able to do this yourself. Then it's just about implementation. This ain't some TikTok hustle or cringe guru funnel where you spam strangers on Instagram trying to sell an overpriced course you don't even believe in. Okay? I know they're everywhere, but this isn't that. All right? This is instead a 1 hour per day system designed for people who, stay with me now, tried affiliate marketing with no results. I'm going to make these assumptions and think this is probably you. You don't want to be on camera. You do not have to do this on camera. You don't have to be, I prefer personal brand. Some people would rather be faceless. Totally fine. Don't have time to post content every day. That's the big kicker, right? You've tried these programs. There's like you have to post and blah, blah, blah. I am not a big fan of sometimes how affiliate programs are structured where they don't really teach you any skills. They just teach you how to sell the thing that you bought. I don't want to do that, okay? So I want to teach you some real skills here to really sell anything that you want. It doesn't have to be an affiliate program. All right, so I want you to start without dropping, 2,500 on some overpriced course or overhyped course. There's a lot of them. If you suck at tech and you don't want to figure out 10 tools just to get started, this is a no tech method. Zero tech, okay? If you have a phone and generally if you have an Instagram account with this strategy, or if you have the capability of even creating an Instagram account on your phone, great. We can start there. That's all we need, all right? That's how easy this method is. Anyone can access it and use it, all right? Now, before you start, I'm going to tell you about some assumptions that I have. This training assumes that you already have a brand, a niche, and an offer. If you do not have this, you want to go back to the branding section in whatever community you're in. I have several. But there's always a branding training, a branding course that I have where you can figure out your niche, figure out your audience, figure out all these little things about your business before you start it. Because obviously you need those things before you start getting traffic. This system is focused on traffic, traffic, traffic. The biggest bottleneck for any busy professional I've ever found is that they have very little time to get their business up and running. So I've created this very low budget strategy you can start using, start getting traffic and start getting sales. Whether you're affiliate or selling your own like knickknack or something, it's fine. But generally price it anywhere from $100 to $1,000. Even if you're an affiliate, there's a lot of high ticket, mid ticket programs out there. $100 to $1,000 generally is what I recommend. Can you do more? Can you do less? Of course, it's just a general rule. Not, I'm not, Moses or anything like that. It's just my experience. Just to make the math work, just to make sure for the most part that you are making your money back with some profit from your ads, $100 to $1,000 stuff, okay? Now, here's the harsh truth about the affiliate marketing world. If you're here and all of my assumptions are correct, there are two types of people that walk away broke. I've worked with hundreds of people in this space over time privately. I used to charge a whole lot for my services. So this is my first crack at making kind of a productized version of stuff that I do. But they've tried paid ads. I know this story. You bought into the hype. I don't like to name drop too much, but these are bigger names: Commission Hero, Legendary Marketer. You dump hundreds into ads. You got ghosted by Guru A, B, or C. They're all the same. Their attitude being building big businesses. That's fine. It is what it is. Okay, I'm not bashing anybody. But you get $0 back. You make nothing, right? Spend a bunch of money on ads, nothing happens. Or you try the organic content approach, which means you posted YouTube videos every day. Been there, done that. I did it myself for years, and I did well, and I still love YouTube, but I absolutely hate the grind of posting daily. Plus, I don't want to be the next motivational superstar. I just want cash flow. Let's be honest, guys. A lot of you guys watching this right now, you don't want to be the next social media star. So you don't really dig the whole organic posting stuff. Neither did I. And it's a grind and it takes forever. Even worse, most of these programs charge you about $2,500 up front. It's a little costly. Let's just say that. Force you to promote the same exact program as others, which absolutely kills your sales. I've seen way too many programs start and scale and grow where really the only product that they sell is the product that you buy. And I absolutely hate that because all that happens is people who buy those programs later end up getting destroyed, right? Because now it's oversaturated. They require you to build a personal brand, become a content machine. I did personal branding in the beginning because I thought I had to, and I did do a content machine where I was posting content every freaking day until I got burnt out. Look, I have kids. I'm almost 40 now. I have stuff going on. I'm sure you guys watching this right now, you bought this training because that's you too. You don't have time for that stuff. So I found that paid ads is a way to control my traffic, and you're going to learn very simple, very cheap, very effective paid advertising will speed things up for you. A lot of these trainings use like outdated, hyped up training that doesn't match the reality of your life. Here's my promise to you. Everything works. Everything. Everything. Probably everything you've ever tried works. You've probably seen people succeed in those programs with testimonials and posts, and they make you jealous. And you're like, what the hell am I doing wrong? It's because that particular way didn't work for you. There are other things we have to consider. How does our lifestyle work? What fits our preferences or our values more so? What fits best? For me, it was numbers. I just like math. I like paid ads. I like the game of marketing from a advertising standpoint. I don't want to be this social superstar. I didn't like posting content every day. I just don't like doing it. So I developed this over time. Now, we've seen it all. We've been there, or at least I have. I don't know why it says we. I think it was rewritten by ChatGPT to make it nice, but they put we there. Anyway, I once spent $1,000 on ads thinking I'd double my money in a week. I once spent $1,000 on ads thinking I'd double my money in a week. Want to guess what I made back? Zero. Zilch. Not even a $7 commission. True. Okay? When I was learning paid ads, it was very, very difficult. I'm not going to lie. There's a lot of bad advice out there. But over time, I built what's called the fastest funnel ever. And that's what you're learning right here. What is it? It is a plug and play funnel, okay, or lack thereof, that is designed for frustrated, super busy affiliate marketers that want to skip the content grind, skip the guesswork, get control over traffic, actually make money, okay, and do it without gambling thousands and thousands of dollars up front, all without needing a big audience, personal brand, or full-time schedule, okay? Very, very simple stuff. First of all, if you're new to my space, if this is like your first time ever seeing any of my stuff and you're like, who the hell even is this guy? Back in 2012, my name is the infamous Joel, or Joel Vasquez is my real name. But 2012, I got locked up. I went to state prison, committed a crime, a violent crime at that, served my time for it, and I owned it and I lived it. And I was a drug addict and I was an alcoholic and I got myself cleaned up in jail. When I went to jail, I started reading more. Famously, I always tell the story about how I read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and almost overnight my mindset changed. I started thinking about what my life is supposed to be. And probably I imagine that you're watching this now and you think the same thing. You're thinking, there's a way that my life is supposed to have turned out. You just feel it naturally. There's something. Like, if only I had the right plan, I would put it into action and I would turn my life around, right? And so just like you, when I came home in 2019, I spent 7 years in prison and I wanted to start a business so bad and I looked for a plan. I found mentors, I found coaches, I bought courses, I did everything I could. I started off when I came home driving forklift. What's important here is that I went through probably the same trials and tribulations you've gone through. Okay, I didn't get lucky like right away. It didn't happen like that. I went through ups and downs too. And hopefully for you, this is the system that finally works for you. I had to dibble and dabble a lot and make things, my own until I figured out what worked best for my life and my lifestyle and what I wanted. So that's basically the story there, is how I discovered this system. As you can see, content was exhausting, funnels were overcomplicated, and seriously, gurus are lying, guys. They sell a lot of gimmicks, but they don't sell you an actual way to build a sustainable business. There's a lot of gimmicky stuff, and I get it. It sells. It's sexy. Make 5,000 today or whatever. People want fast cash. But if you want to build a real sustainable business like mine that builds you 7 figures over a long period of time and it's sustainable and cash flow and all that stuff, you have to think long term. So I want to talk to you about, first of all, the fastest funnel ever itself. And just like with anything in life, there's always pros and cons. Even though you bought this program and you saw all the pros and you're like, oh my God, the benefits, it looks amazing. That's amazing, right? That's awesome. But we have to be clear about what is good and what is bad about this particular system that I have built for you to make a lot of money very quickly, okay? Number 1 pro is super quick setup. Like I said, because even though it's called the fastest funnel ever, there is no actual software, website, anything you can name that traditionally you would call a funnel. The funnel just happens naturally through the actions that the prospect is taking through the journey from clicking your ad, etc. There's no fumbling with tech. As I said, it can scale very quickly with solid follow-up, and it can be automated to a degree. I say to a degree because automation with this funnel is still kind of wonky and still kind of primitive, and it can get out of control. I would not even tell you to scale this funnel past like 20K per month. After that, it gets really complicated and nasty. All right, so the cons with this, easy to burn out because you are doing a lot of conversations, a lot. Even if you automate it, it's a lot. It's just easy to burn out on this. It's not good. Hard to scale past a certain point. Like I said, 20K per month is a nice sweet spot. When you go past that, you start running a lot of ads to this, and it's like nasty and terrible. It can be emotionally draining because, again, it is conversations one-on-one with people. And unfortunately, we live in a society where there is the occasional lunatic, right? Generally trolling conversations with that really mess with your mental, okay? It happens, okay? You get trolls, you get stuff like that. Almost no back-end system. This is a big one because when you are sacrificing, hey, I'm not setting up any tech, I'm not doing any of that complicated stuff, then you are not collecting emails, right? There's no follow-up system that happens afterwards. But this is designed, you take the pros and cons. This is designed for people who don't have time to set that stuff up. So I do recommend, in case you're wondering, to set those things up. And I happen to have a software that will automate and set a lot of those things up for you, funnels and emails and all of that. So check that out. But my God, if you are really cramped for time and don't have time to set things up like that, don't set up any tech. Just do this funnel. So the only downside, there's no back end, right? So it's very difficult to follow up. There's some roundabout ways I've invented, but it's not the same as setting up some kind of a funnel the way you've probably heard of it before, where it's like a website. Okay, now this is a outline of the fastest funnel ever. By the way, you have a copy of this document down below, so just follow along with me and keep it for your own records. Just make a copy up here. You hit file, make a copy, and there you go. Now, the fastest funnel ever looks like this. Okay, very, very simple. We do one of two ads at least. The follower ad up here at the top is optional. Okay, the whole goal here is to drive traffic to our Instagram. Okay, that's it. So on one end, we can ask for followers. I like doing the follower ads for one reason. They're very cheap. Or actually, I should say two reasons. They're very cheap. And also, when you gain followers, these are people that may not buy right now, but people that when I do have time to post, when I do, right, we're trying to leverage our time here. Let's say I want to post some stories or something. I can follow up with them that way, meaning they are more likely to see my content because they're now following me. So I do pay for followers. It generally averages out to like 50 cents to $1 per follower if you do it right. And obviously get your targeting right. But this is optional. You don't need to do this, but I do like doing it. So I recommend it. And then here's the bread and butter. Here's the cream of the crop here. Here's the real magic here and what you probably signed up for is these DM me ads, direct message me ads. Okay, this is what it makes the magic of the fastest funnel ever. They're very underutilized. Number one, they really don't have a need for them a lot of times. And number two, because they don't see them as effective. But you are probably, if you're watching this, primarily going to sell affiliate products, right? So that's what makes this a benefit for you. Because if we can just take people to your Instagram, where they will then chat with you because they saw this ad, they saw the ad, right? And they said, wow, that looks amazing. They want to chat with you. Now, as an optional step, you can do an offer document. Now, that won't be part of this training. I may have like a bonus training around offer doc. Sometimes you'll need an offer doc if you have your own offer. You come up with your own idea. Even if you're an affiliate, sometimes you can come up with a bonus idea. Maybe if you buy from my affiliate, like you also get this. But you don't have time to make a website, again, funnel, anything like that. Let's just make a document and give the lead an idea of what we are trying to offer as a bonus. Now, that's if you're strictly an affiliate marketer. This is also a great way, the offer doc I'm saying, is a great way of, if you have your own idea to sell your own product, just create it in a document form first, send it to your lead and say, hey, what do you think about this? And charge them a price, right? Generally, if people are interested in the product from the ad, right, they come to chat with you, it's because they're interested, you'll probably just send them the affiliate link. They go check it out and they buy or they don't. This way of running ads is very, very cheap. It's very cost effective. It gets you a lot of good feedback about your audience, about the people that are coming into your business, and it helps you grow and scale quickly, okay? So what we're gonna do is walk through the 1 hour per day funnel. It's called that, as a side note, because it does only take like an hour a day to run this thing. Just handle some chats. That's your entire business, okay? Now, you may be wondering, because I also probably advertise a few times, there's no content posting and no social media, and now I said Instagram. And you're like, what the hell? I thought you said no Instagram, no. Right? And you're freaking out. Well, I want to explain something while we're here. We're not going to do content for this strategy, at least not in the way that you've probably been taught before. I don't want you guys to be content creators. I want you to be contentpreneurs, okay? There's a huge difference between those two things. I don't think of content as posting until you go viral. Very important distinction, okay? Very important. I don't want you to sit there and post and post and post and post and you're trying to game the algorithm like a lot of... I think of it as a tool to move my leads closer to a sale. That's all I think of my content as. So when I post on Instagram, on YouTube, on anything, it's only to move my leads, my people closer to a sale. Generally, I'm posting stuff that gives them clarity about what I do or give them certainty about what I do so that they'll buy my products and services. That's it. I don't want to post every day. I want the ads to do their job. And really, at a certain point, I think at the time of this recording, I haven't posted anything on my Instagram in over 2 months. Okay, so really, you don't have to post at all anymore once you have this all up and running. So we're not content creators, we are contentpreneurs. We use content strategically, not because we have to. So because of that, we need a place, since we don't have a funnel or website, anything like that, we need a place for someone to land, a lead, someone interested in our product, so that they can see what us and our business is about. Now, I'm giving you examples here on how to start setting up your Instagram. Know that I'm using myself as an example first. If you are faceless, just go with the same structure, except the difference is you have a logo, right? You have like a company theme page, as they call it, right? You're mapping it out more like a theme page rather than a personal brand like I am. That's the only difference, okay? So just follow along here. And the first thing that we're going to do when we have our Instagram going, and a lot of you already have this set up, which is good. But if you don't have an Instagram going, this is an important part. Just start setting up your bio for your Instagram, okay? This is your bio inside of all of this can be set up on your phone, by the way. Inside of your phone, you'll see where it says edit profile or edit bio, something to that nature. And we just want to create it and make it look professional. I generally start with who I help. You can see there I put like automated affiliate marketing. It's not great, but I haven't really touched it in a while again. Your unique mechanism, but scale to 20K per month with $5 leads is essentially what I teach, and that's my unique mechanism. And then CTA stands for call to action, which for me is a website, right, that I'm sending them to. However, you won't have a website because this is a website-less, strategy. So for you, it'll be a call to action like DM me or message me or something like that. I usually tell them a word to send to me, like start or interested or I'm in or something like that. That generally means that they want more information about what I do, right? How I serve them. And you will know what to put in here if you've done the branding research first, the branding workshop, okay? So do that first if you don't have your brand down. So once you have that down, now we work on traffic. But that's how you're going to design your Instagram, okay? Then we have to populate our Instagram because nothing is worse than a lead coming to your Instagram ready to purchase from you, interested in your product, and now it's empty. They're going to immediately think this is a scam. Not trying to offend anybody, but they're going to think it's a scam. You would too, right? So we're going to upload 5 to 7 reels, right? Short videos that demonstrate proof insight or quick wins. Here are some examples that you can model. Now, obviously, I'm in the make money online space, guys. Just model it for whatever niche or whatever space you're in, okay? But generally, I'm looking for stuff that's like how I made $150 or $153 in a single day from one DM ad, right? Why 99% of affiliates fail and what to do instead. Nice. It shows your authority. It shows you know what you're talking about. Now, this is, again, whether you're a faceless brand or you're a personal brand, either way, you have to demonstrate authority. You have to show that your company, you, or your theme page knows what it's talking about. 3 reasons I only spend $5 a day on ads. What I wish I knew before running my first ad. If you're working full time and trying to build an online biz, watch this. I'm demonstrating authority. I'm showing that I know what I'm talking about. I'm giving advice. I'm giving quick tips. I'm giving something. But again, the goal here is not to try to go viral. We don't care about how many views we get or anything like that. We look at it as contentpreneurs. And the only reason our content exists at all is to move a potential lead forward to a sale. I want to always keep repeating that because it's such a different way of thinking. Many other coaches and gurus, guys, be careful and focus on the things I tell you, because every time I have a client or anybody who doesn't follow just what I'm teaching them and they mix my stuff with everybody else's stuff, they're going to find out there's a reason they call me the infamous Joello. I don't do anything the same as anyone else. I don't want you to post a bunch of content all day. It's going to take up time from your business. It's just not effective. It is not an effective use of your time. You have to follow the 80-20 principle. And if you look at some real ideas from my very own Instagram, I left my Instagram here, where you can see some of my reels that I worked on, and you can see how many I posted and how I haven't posted any since. Okay, so you can see I actually practice what I preach. You do not need to sit there and post content every day, all day. Let's just get this set up to where we're building trust and we create content that moves the needle forward. And then you can get to a point where you can upload content whenever you feel like it, if you want to. I hate the content grind. I never want to do that. Upload 5 to 10 images or carousels with lifestyle authority or value content. Again, you can look at my own Instagram as an example, but here are some ideas. And another thing I made sure I gave you guys is there's also some templates here you can steal. Now, these are some carousels. You can see there's several images, but if you've never posted a carousel before, it's just essentially selecting several images and putting it all together in one post. The person can actually scroll through and see almost like a slideshow. They're really engaging. They're really interesting. I can't stress enough that a lot of your posting should just have to do with authority. I or my brand knows what it's talking about, right? You're building the illusion, again, that you've been doing this for a while. Call it manipulation, call it what you will, but nobody's going to buy from your Instagram if it's empty. So we need to post stuff on there. Before we run ads, we need to make sure that the Instagram is set to creator or business account, not a personal account. This is an outline of where to actually find it. This is all directly from my phone, by the way, guys. So it should look similar if they haven't updated it since the time you're watching this recording. But you'll see, you'll click on those 3 lines. You'll go down to where it says creators and tools. From there, you'll see where it says switch account type. And that it is linked to an active Facebook page that we own, okay? And you'll see here under edit profile, where you can see where you can set up your page. That will be your Facebook page, okay? Facebook and Instagram, if you don't know, are the same company called Meta, okay? By linking your Facebook page to your Instagram, this is what unlocks the feature that you can run ads directly from your phone, right, through Instagram. And this is the way we primarily want to do it for the purposes of this training. So make sure that you have that set up, okay? Now, section 1 is going to be the ads themselves. So generally, you've done all that already. You have your Instagram set up. It's populated. It's got some reels on it, got some posts on it, got stuff about your brand on it. If you have a website, maybe you have your website in your bio. If you don't, you have DM me. Let's get started selling some other stuff, affiliate stuff. Let's do that. Let's just get some sales going in. So now all we're going to do is go into that ad tools that we saw before here. And we're going to click Boost Reels. Now, Boost Reels, all of our ads are just going to be Reels, okay? They're just going to be organic Reels the same way you would post Reels any other day. But we're going to boost them, so essentially putting money behind them. Notice when we get to the next page, after we click Boost Reels, it's going to ask us where we want to direct these leads. People are going to be clicking on these reels. Where do they go? And so in one case, we are optimizing for more profile visits. We want them to look at our profile, read our bio, potentially follow us. That would be awesome, right? If we had a website, it would be website visits. This is not part of this strategy. And on the other side of it, the DMs, remember the DM strategy, that's our main bread and butter. It's more messages. We want people to chat with us, chat with our business. So you have these three options, and primarily we're only going to use two. Okay? We're going to use this one for follower ads. This one's follower. And this one for DM ads. Okay? This is the main one. This is the one that we're going to use that really generates the income. I hate to say, like, don't do the follower ads. Like, do them if you have the budget and want to keep getting followers, because all it's going to do is help you in the long run. Remember, most people don't buy from the first interaction. So by thinking long term too with your Instagram and constantly reminding people about your offer, following up with people, posting content that moves the needle, not just posting content to post content, those little things help. Okay, I'm not saying they're super necessary, but you can definitely just run the DM ads and that's it. So for the optional part, the follower ads, these are IG or Facebook boosted posts. So you can do this with Facebook Reels too, but I don't like doing Facebook Reels. And that grow your audience daily. So this is more of a long-term strategy. If you have the budget, leave them on for the long term. The budget on this is $5 to $10 per day. The objective is more profile visits like we saw above. And the targeting is, I like to always start with automatic. And here's why. If your ad says the right stuff, Instagram will figure out who your ad is for. If in the ad, for example, I say, hey, women over 40 who are looking to lose weight, hear me out. Facebook, aka Instagram, will figure out where to put my ad. Basically, women over 40 look at. They know what audience I'm trying to find. It's not a people, it's an algorithm, it's AI. But what I'm saying is it's really, really smart like that. So a lot of times we don't need to get really, really detailed with the targeting. We can just set it on automatic. And if our ad is good and it's scripted in the proper way, which I'm going to give you guys a script here, then it's going to do its job for us. We can just set it on automatic and not have to worry about it. And you'll see where it's going to ask you that, but just leave it on automatic. You'll notice a compounding effect over 2 to 4 weeks. This is for the followers. Your stories get seen more. Those stories warm up your audience while you sleep if you plan on posting stories, which I recommend for this strategy. And that's if you're doing the follower ads. Mainly I'm building followers because I want to keep putting out stories. I like stories because they're going to show up on my followers' feeds. I can remind them to come back and talk to me. Maybe I have a freebie to give away, another offer. I keep trying to warm them. But I do it on my time so that I don't have some schedule where I'm posting like a crazy person every day. So, and that's why it's an optional strategy. Now, here is the script for that ad if that's what you're going to do. Totally fine. Here's an example, which is very similar to the one that I've done. Okay? But this is going to be, and actually this is one of the follower ads I did. So there's an example in real life. So you can click on this and go look at my follower ad and use it as an example if you're going to do that for your own purposes. Now, next you're going to run, and this is the main thing, the core DM ad. Because mainly we get leads by getting people to come talk to us. Now, it's no secret. It's not hard. All of online marketing boils down to this. You have to put the right message in front of the right person at the right time. That's it. When those three things align, someone will make a purchase. That's it. So everything else is just overcomplicated bullshit that somebody taught you, and I'm sorry that happened. But I'm going to unteach you. I'm going to show you how to make money the right way. Okay, so this is the real money maker. We write a direct response. Direct response is old. I did not invent direct response. It's been around since the mailing system, which is still around, but who the hell opens mail? And so it's been around since those days. And now we use an Instagram ad that calls out your ideal buyer and gets them to DM you, keyword, right? I say keyword because it could be start. I used automate, profit. Whatever word it is you put in your ad, they're going to DM you or direct message you that word. That's what kicks off the conversation. Now, This is an example of an ad that I would put out. Still stuck trying to figure out your first affiliate sale? I'll show you how to build a faceless funnel that gets DMs daily and closes commissions fast. DM me start and I'll send you the full breakdown. Very direct, right? That's the goal. The goal of these ads is to be very, very direct. Okay, it cannot be more direct than that. The budget, you can start with $5 to $10 a day. Obviously, the more you have, the better. This is totally up to you. I do not look at ads like a bill. I look at ads as that is how I sustain my business. So I keep the lights on in my house. I keep the ads on for my business. That's how I look at it. But whatever you feel comfortable starting off with, I understand that part. Start at $5 to $10 a day. Test the waters a little bit. Generally, you'll get messages for anywhere from $5 to $10. So expect a DM, 1 or 2 DMs per day by doing it this way, okay? And that will give you some practice and give you your foot in the door and start having conversations. Now, the objective for this campaign is going to be not more profile visits. What is this? More. That's strange. I don't know why it said that. But anyway, more DMs. Check for quality leads. Check for the quality of leads. They are the right fit for your offer, have money, etc. This is one of the things with DM ads that I love, is that you're having direct messages and conversations with people. So immediately from your ads, if they're clicking through and they're DMing you and talking to you, you can tell if your ads are working, right? Because you're figuring out, is this person the right fit? Are they kind of the right audience that I'm looking for? Do they even have money to pay for the thing that I'm trying to promote here? If not, we need to go back to the drawing board with either our ad or figure out some new targeting. We always deal with constraints, always. What constraint are we having? Making more money than you are spending, just scale, bro. That's literally it, okay? So once these DM ads are bringing in more money than you are spending, then just spend more. I would move on to another funnel called the automated funnel, which is a separate training. But the automated funnel is completely hands-off. There's no conversations or anything like that. I would move on to that one as soon as I was starting to make some sales here. All right. Now, the DM ad script outline is going to be below. It's very, very simple. This framework is built for Instagram ads, reel stories, boosted posts. It really doesn't matter what kind of post you're going to put up there. But primarily, I use reels, and then I just boost them with ads. And it drives DMs. So I should have, just so you know. You can read through this, guys, here. And also, you can use ChatGPT to help you with this. I also have my own tools, guys. So I might have a tool down below to help you come up with your very own script for this. Your very own script for your very own product. Fill out that form if it is available down below this. And that way you'll get all of this filled out within seconds. All right, so here's an example, like I said, of my own DM ad. You can click here. And this is an ad, believe it or not, this ad that you'll click through made me the 20K in like 20 days a few months ago at the time of this recording. And that's what's really cool about this strategy, guys, is when you dial it in, when you know what you're doing, it is a way to go into your Instagram account, launch an ad or two, spend some money on it, and it's like an ATM. Like it's just a way to get quick cash. Obviously, you want it dialed in a way where you know that if you start running this, you're going to make more money than you spend. But that's how I look at it now. I have a few proven systems. I have ways to do it. I don't generally like running this funnel anymore unless I really have to, because it just takes a lot of work and it's just me and one VA right now. And I just don't want to be doing conversations. But you can see what worked for me in the past. And even my VA doesn't want to do conversations. So I know that you might be thinking, why don't you? No, I don't want to do that either. So we have another funnel that works a lot better, which is the automated funnel, okay? Script and sales flow. Very simple. Once someone messages you, the funnel begins. They're going to message you that keyword, remember? The DM selling is easy if you remember one golden rule. And I want to put this in bold, really. I want to put this in bold and maybe make it bigger and italicized and probably 57 exclamation points. Because this is the secret, guys. A lot of gurus will sell you all these messaging, DM strategies. I know, it's sexy. I get it. DM, whatever. But really the secret is this. As long as you remember just to not be salesy and pushy, you will always win the sale. Nobody on earth likes to be sold, but we all love to buy. Notice the big difference there. So as long as you remember that, you're going to sell like a beast. Remember, they responded to the ad because they're interested in solving a problem. help them solve it, and you win. That's it. Here's the breakdown. You're going to start with the opener. Hey, Samantha, I appreciate the DM. You saw the ad about, the affiliate marketing. What did you think about the ad? Oh, I liked it. I want to check it out more. Do you have anything on it? Oh, yeah, no problem. I'll send you some stuff. Where are you at in your business right now? Just out of curiosity, what's got you thinking about this stuff? Oh, gotcha. I'm curious. What's your ultimate goal? That's the momentum part, right? All conversations are about building momentum. You're having a natural conversation here. Keep this short, by the way, because they did come in from an ad. So don't like blab on forever and ever. This should be no more than 2 or 3 sentences. Okay? They tell you, I want to make 10K per month because I have a kid at home, blah, 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 blah. Hey, no problem. If you got some help with that and if it fit within your budget, would it be okay if I sent you a link? Sure. Send the link. That's it. Close. Sounds good. Let me send the link. If not, I'll follow up later. Hey, maybe Monday I'll have money. Let me check it out. Okay, I'll follow up later. If it's bad, you might have to come back with an offer doc, maybe give them a bonus or something, or they'll probably just never buy from you. Which, believe it or not, you have to get used to. About 60% of people will just never buy from you. Don't spend time chasing people around forever and ever. That's something I learned the hard way early in my business, even when I was an affiliate. Notice how all of them ended with question marks. Keep the questions open-ended. Do not tell people what they need to think, right? Nobody likes to be told they do this and do that. No. They are the customer. They're always right. Ask them questions. How can I help? What's going on? That sort of thing. That's it. Okay, cool. If I had something that maybe could help with that, is that okay if I send you a link so you can check it out? Sure. That's your affiliate link. It's the easiest thing in the world. Remember, the ad did most of the heavy lifting. And if you're selling something where they click the affiliate link, now they go check out a video or something like that, then that's going to educate them on the product, right? So you're just the middleman. It's a very simple model. This is the foundation of automation. This funnel is designed to run in 1 hour per day, but once you prove it works, you can finally automate it. That's where the automated faceless funnel workshop comes in. The difference with the automated funnel is that it literally can be run in 1 hour per week. No conversations, no posting at all, no social media at all. Now this legitimately doesn't have Instagram, doesn't have anything, okay? It's just a funnel you run straight to ads, and it's all automated, handling everything for you. It's a little longer to set up and get going, and that's why I have it set up in a different training, a different part. But if you're ready for that, you can go ahead and try to unlock that. You can go ahead and unlock that one. I don't know what the price is at the time of this recording, but you can check that one out. Or you can just join the main flagship coaching program and automated affiliate. You can unlock all the trainings, get everything, and work with me in a group setting week by week. We have coaching calls, we go live, we have fun. It's awesome. So join that, all right? You guys take it easy. Have a good one. You have this document down below. Start using this funnel, start using this tactic, start making some sales. I'm the infamous Joel, and I'm out.